you're all doing fantastically well. So today let's talk the Squier Bullet versus the JET JS300, of course. So if you didn't watch the tone comparison video I've made, it's only about tones. You can check it out right here, I think. So these two guitars are quite similar in price, the Squier Bullet being just a tad cheaper really. Yet, spoiler alert, there are a lot of differences, and if you don't have these in your hands, differences you can't find online. More on that to come in this video. That's gonna be mostly about comparing these two, the specs, showing you details of these two guitars and how they feel basically. So here are my 2 cents for you. Let's actually see how much they differ. So the Squier Bullet, well, if you followed my channel the past 6 months, you know how much I absolutely love this guitar. One I played so crazy much this year, and it truly is a great guitar for the money. So I got this one used thanks to Jason again. So it was much easier for me to bond with it in the first place. It's about 40 euros more expensive than the early Benton T20, for example, which is another guitar I dig a lot, but I can actually feel the price difference here in terms of playability, and because of the neck, it doesn't have that cheap feel to it. The huge plus of this guitar, in my opinion, is the neck shape, although, as I always say, it couldn't be a more subjective topic to talk about really, but the neck feels so great. It's round enough, not chunky but not too thin, 9.5 radius, it just feels home to me. This guitar feels home to me. So Squier Bullet, a big yes. That said, I thought you couldn't do better than the Bullet in terms of value for money, I really did, but man, this JET is absolutely killing it. The neck profile is a bit different, I'd say. It sits in between the A-Infinity and the Bullet in terms of neck's shape. It's a modern C, so the finish being quite unreal. Even more considering how inexpensive this guitar is, makes it so damn enjoyable. By far the fastest neck I've played in a while. I sometimes surprise myself. Playing runs I'd have a harder time playing on any of my guitars, including the Bullet. Such a fast neck, really. Fretwork is perfect. We have the 9.5-inch radius, not some kind of very flat radius. If you do care about this, I do personally. Fretboard feels wonderful under the fingers, and on top of that, it looks so damn amazing. I mean, rusted maple with bird eyes touch. It's the cherry on the cake, really. But it's not only about the neck, and this guitar actually is full of surprises. Everything on this guitar looks so fancy compared to the Bullet. Like, we have the full-size body on the JET, thinner on the Squier. The saddles look much better on the JET, for example, the tuners too, and basically hardware in general feels cheap on the Bullet when it feels fancy on the JET. We have basic white plastics on the Bullet, while JET went for cream ones. What else? 1-ply cheap pigboard on the Bullet, a 3-ply good looking one on the JET. Let's keep going, full-size tremble lock on the JET, which is something I've never seen on an affordable Strat copy. We also have a bun nut on the JET, plastic one on the Bullet. Really, I cannot find any single flaw yet on this guitar, so maybe the frets feeling a bit raw after unboxing it, but 3 days after, just by playing it a bit, it was perfect, and since I bought the Squier used, I cannot compare them out of the box. Even if I wanted to be extra picky here, and keep in mind that's a 164 euro guitar here, I wouldn't know what to say. Even the logo on the headstock looks fancy, so you can tell these guys aren't just making guitars to make guitars. A lot of thinking and care is put into this, I guess, to every little detail. Like they even went for a cutaway cuts in a way. I don't know how to describe it properly in English, so please help me in the comments. But yeah, just putting some thoughts to make it even more comfortable. It's all about little details like this on this guitar, which is, I think, really nice and inspire confidence in a way. Not to forget, it sounds great, spanky but warm, very Strat-like, very dynamic for ceramic pickups. Forgot to mention about the sustain, it is quite impressive and surprised me at first, a bit more sustain than on the Bullet for sure. Both of these guitars sound great anyway, but I feel like the JET is more true to the vintage Strat kinda tone, if that's what you're looking for. I know I keep repeating myself, but I'm quite blown away, really, compared to the A-Infinity I had, for example. it is so much better in every single way. So at the end, Squier Bullet or JET JS300, which one would be your favorite? You can't go wrong with any of these, in my opinion. Like, in terms of price to quality ratio, it's unbelievable. But if I was to buy one of these brand new today, I would surely go for the JET, of course, because I think the little extra cost basically gives you a lot more and puts it way ahead the Bullet, even though I really love the Bullet as well, so... But really, we are just so lucky nowadays to have this kind of guitars on the market. Not everyone can afford expensive guitars. Not everyone wants to put hundreds or even thousands into guitars. Some have families to feed, some struggle with work, some are trying to sort things out in their lives, some just can't justify the expense for a hobby when they might have other hobbies as well. Some already have high-end gear and guitars and just want an affordable one to take to vacation, to jams, or to experiment with upgrades. Some also want to start learning guitar, and man, I can tell you, if I had one of these two when I started, god, that wasn't the case at all, and I'm not even that old, or am I? What I mean here is, with guitar like this, we get spoiled. Same with amps and FX these days, it's crazy what's out there, and we should probably try to keep that in mind sometimes. Anyway, if you have any questions about these two or one of these two, definitely do not hesitate. I'll try my best to answer in the comments, as I always do. Have a great end of your day. Stay safe, have fun, and be funky, as always. Bye. Ciao, ciao.